Hi everyone, welcome back. After one of my last videos, I had a request from someone to go over a little more in depth how I reset after I've been out of the office. So I think you guys have probably seen this checklist before, and I think this checklist is what prompted it. I had flipped through it in my planner, and they wanted a little more information. So while this checklist is maybe something ideal for what order I should do things in, it's generally not how I process things when I get into the office. The first thing I usually do is I go in and I clear my physical inboxes. Mainly that's the one where, not the one inside my office that I work out of, but the one where everybody puts stuff I need to get. So I usually go pull that, flip through it, see if there's anything immediate that I need to do. You'll notice a lot of what I'm talking about is kind of situational awareness. Is there anything that I have to take care of right that second, or is this all stuff that can wait? So if I have anything that has to be done, like ASAP, a lot of times if it's quick, I'll just take care of it and get it out of the way. The rest of that goes into the inbox that's in my office. Usually after that, it's situational awareness in my email. So there are certain things that I can either delete, process really quickly, or respond to really quickly. So deleting are things like newsletters, junk mail, stuff I don't need. I'll just get rid of those as fast as possible. Things I can process quickly are usually invoices from vendors. Most of the corporate invoices come to my email inbox, and so I save them to my hard drive because when I enter the invoices into our accounting system, I attach a copy, that electronic copy of the invoice. So as soon as I get those invoices pulled out, I just archive the email. And then after that, I'm just looking for things that need a quick response. Otherwise, the rest of it just kind of sits in my inbox until I get a chance to go through it a little more thoroughly. Many times that's toward the end of the day. Again, when I'm first getting into the office, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, where everything is, what do I need to know. So once I have done that, so I've cleared out my inbox that is from the outside world. I've cleaned out as much as possible my email inbox. Then I'm going to glance at my to-do list and see if there's anything that I need to do that's pressing, that's due soon. And here I mentioned enter missing items in OmniFocus. That was back when I was using OmniFocus. Now I would put it back here in my strike through list. So essentially, it's entering missing items into wherever I'm tracking my to-dos. Once I've done that, usually I'll go a little more slowly through everything. So I go a little more slowly through my email and either take care of things that maybe take a little bit longer, or I put them in my pending box. If it's not chaotic, which usually during the winter it isn't, but if it is, which it is right now during the summer, the pending folder is my to-do list. If it's not super chaotic or I have a few spare minutes, I will clear out that pending and stick it into my emails. It'll still stay in the pending box, but at least it's someplace where I can find it pretty quickly. So from there, I'm usually processing my inbox more thoroughly. So again, adding those items into the to-do list or getting them taken care of, whichever it takes less time to do. After that, usually it's trying to remember where things were. So reviewing my pending box in my email, reviewing my pending folders, again looking for things that I need to take care of now or soon, and then reviewing and updating my work goals and determining what my project's next actions and tasks are. So once I know everything that's going on, what the situational awareness is, what emergencies are going on, which ones have been taken care of, what's coming soon, that's when I kind of determine, okay, what are my priorities? What do I need to take care of now? What do I need to take care of next, and what can I put off until later? And usually I also, especially toward the end of the month, like to try and file my to file and out boxes. So any work that I've generated, usually at the end of the first or second day, I'm trying to get out of my office, so it's not just sitting there. Again, having kind of a clean deck and having a decluttered workspace really helps keep my mind calm. The more, you can always tell how chaotic it is by how messy my desk is. I handle a lot of paper in my job, and if I don't get a chance to push it out or put it in, I have like a little, I guess it's a vertical file thing, so it has pieces that stand upright so you can put file folders in. Usually I throw my out stuff, whether it's outgoing mail or outgoing to be filed out of my office, I stick it in there. If it doesn't even make it there, you know things are chaos. So I try and keep things clear on my desk as much as possible and have just one thing out at a time. But a lot of times over here to my left, I have a stack of stuff that's kind of like on deck that needs to be worked on so I don't forget forget about it. So that's how you can tell how busy it is how clean my desk is and how well I'm keeping that clean. So hopefully that's a little more information on how I reset at work, like the things that I do right when I come back. Again, this is kind of like a general list. It's not things in order, because usually, ideally, I'd like to not be processing email as soon as I do. I'd prefer to go through all my paper stuff first, but I realize now most of the communication I get comes via email, and usually that is the most pressing. So I usually try and process that first whenever, or I usually try and process that second whenever possible, after what comes into my external mailbox. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. If you have any comments, suggestions, how you handle when you are coming back to work, like what are your top 3 things that you do first when you walk in the door? Something that isn't on this list that actually probably should be is I check in with all of my direct reports. So the people on my team, I try and sit down with them in the first couple of days and find out how things are going for them, what happened while I was gone, anything I need to know about. And they kind of let me know if there's anything I missed and what it is that I need to know that happened while I was out. So I also do think that's a very important thing, especially if you're a supervisor, is to check in with everybody on your team and make sure things are still going smoothly and that there wasn't anything that happened that you need to know. Because a lot of times if I'm there and something happens, even if I'm not told about it or I'm not directly involved, I know. But if I'm not even in the office, sometimes it's hard for me to know what's going on. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!